Leadership. Leadership is hard. What kind of leader are you? What's the style of your leadership? Is your leadership style is it all about me, or is it all about we? In order to connect with your team, your employees, your staff, whatever you're going to consider your team, you've got to work at collaborating with them. You've got to work at connecting with them. And sometimes that's easy and sometimes it's difficult just because of what's going on. And sometimes it's difficult because of what kind of a leader you really are. So let's talk about your leadership style, your leadership process, your thought process, leadership. If you want your team to be more successful, you really need to find a way to collaborate with them, not just tell them what to do. Your team can't succeed if you are all about me, mine, myself, and take all the credit. You quickly won't have a team. You'll quickly find yourself on an island with nobody supporting you. They may do it once. They may do it a second time, but you won't find people. If you're going to take all the credit and you don't really work together and you tell people what to do and you take all the credit, you're not going to be much of a leader for very long. So, how do you create this collaborative work environment, this collaborative arrangement with you and your team? Well, first, set up a collaborative workspace. Get out of your office. Now, you may have an office. I would recommend that you don't seclude yourself in your office. You don't go in and just shut your door all the time. You need to get out of the office more and be among your team. Even if you do have an office, set up a space where you can be together, because when you're all together, the ideas and the energy just flows. It creates a sense of inclusion. If you're the leader and you're always going to your office and shutting the door, they don't feel like they're really a part of what's going on, and that you're shutting them out and they're not being included in the process. So you need to create this sense, this feeling of inclusion where no one is excluded. Everyone is included and they feel included. Second thing you need to do is, I call it showing weakness is strength. That sounds weird. But when you show your weakness, the weaknesses that you might have, you actually build trust in your team. By admitting that you don't know something, admitting to them you don't have all the answers, admitting to them that you need help on the project, that you need help figuring things out, you actually build more trust in your team, because they feel like, again, you're including them, and it gives them permission to go ask for help themselves. If they see that the leader, the boss, whatever, is willing to say, hey, I don't have all the answers on this project. I'm not sure how we're going to get this done. What do y'all think? Let's work on this together. It makes your team a lot more comfortable coming and saying, hey, I've been working on this part of my part of the project, and I don't know how to get it done. I don't have the right answers. I don't know where to go next. And it gives them the safety and the security to be able to ask for help. It gives them permission to ask for help when the team leader is saying, hey, I need your help. I need some help. And when that happens, when you have this relationship with your team, that you're being vulnerable, that you're exposing weaknesses, which becomes your strength truly as a leader, you're able to see skills that the members on your team have that maybe you wouldn't have seen otherwise. When you open up and show that yeah, you're a vulnerable, you're not this all high and mighty, you don't have all the answers, and you're being a bit vulnerable, then they step up to the plate and you see skills in them that maybe you wouldn't have seen before. And then you need to give them credit. Give credit where credit is due. You've heard that before. If you're working on a team, if you're running a business, you have employees, you have staff, if you're working on a project, if you're chairing a committee, if you're chairing a board, whatever it is, and you achieve your goal, you achieve the outcome, you achieve your sales goal for the quarter, or whatever it is you're pushing for, you didn't do it alone. If you're the business owner, you didn't do it alone. If you're the team leader, you didn't do it alone. You need to recognize we want to be seen as being smart and achieve this project because we're the leader. But sometimes we have to take risks, even though it's not going to benefit us initially. It might benefit somebody on the team or the whole project. But if you're approaching your leadership from the standpoint of what you're going to get out of it, I would say step down, get out of leadership today, because you're not going to succeed. And if you take risks, and you take risks for the benefit of the project, for the benefit of the team, you will be seen as a leader who cares about them more than you care about yourself. That's what leadership is all about. Leadership is encouraging people, guiding people, promoting their ideas, promoting them in the fashion of building them up. It's helping them achieve the collective goal, but helping them to achieve their own individual goals. And if you take risks that benefit them and not you, they will see you as somebody who cares about them more than you care about yourself. So, the question to ask yourself today: how does your team see you now? How does your team see you today? Do they see you as a person who will stand up for what's best for them? Or do they see you as someone who's in it for themselves? There's only two sides of that coin. You're either doing it for their benefit or you're doing it for your benefit. And you need to check out which one your team's, not where you think you are, where does your team see you? Which side of that coin does your team see you? That's the key. So, to connect with your team, step up. Step up for their sake. And be responsible to them. Look out for them. Give them credit. And tell them you don't have all the answers, because that will get you farther down the road than trying to be an overbearing boss. Promise you. Let them be part of the solution, and they'll take you so far, it'll be amazing. I'm Mark Schinnerer. This is your Tuesday Truths, and I hope you have a great day today.